Hi guys, and welcome back to my self-employment series and section 2 of the business plan mini-series. There's so many series within series, but it had to be done. So this is section 2 of your business plan. So you should have your first, hopefully 5 pages done. And then this is now moving on to the market section. Page 6 will be market analysis. Now, this may be one of those things that sounds really scary and important, but it's not when you break it down. So this basically involves research. You need to know what your market currently offers and what you're going to bring and where the gaps are. So if you want to open a cafe, you need to go and eat and drink in all of the cafes, which is an awful task. But you basically need to be aware of everything that is happening within that market in your location, so you know what you need to bring and what gaps there are and what people need that is currently not offered. So some questions to ask yourself when you go around all the cafes or go around all the whatevers. What is currently on offer? This could be products, services, staff. Where are the gaps? So have you been able to find a vegan muffin in a cafe, or have you been able to find a florist that delivers flowers to your house? It's hard because obviously I don't know what your market is, but just go so in depth, just go to all the places that relate to your market and just make as many notes as you can. Look at what other people are charging, that's a really important one. And how well are they doing? Like if it's a shop, is it busy? Do you think they're doing well? Like just dig as deep as you can and try and find out as much as you possibly can. What needs improving? So where are they falling down? Do you go into the shop and think, oh my God, why don't they have this? I wish they did this. Think of how you feel as the customer in all these places. What would you change and why? This is so important because this is where you come into this market. This is, you want to take what these other people are doing and change it up and improve it and make it better and attract more customers that these other people are missing. So just to confirm, you'll have an industry and a market. The industry is the bigger picture. So for example, with a cafe, the industry would be food and drink. The market would be independent cafes or vegan cafes or novelty cafes. So the market is like the smaller section, and you can also cross over markets and industries. Like you may be part of more than one. So this market analysis just relates to your market, so your smaller niche, not your bigger industry. So on to page number 7, competitors. So from your market analysis, you need to identify your main, ideally 3 competitors. So these are the people who are the biggest competition to you, are most similar. They may not be most similar, but there'll be something that means that you'll be fighting them for customers. So identify 3 and then do further research on those 3. So every aspect of the business: pricing, service, location, interiors, branding, social media. Just make notes on every aspect that you can possibly find about that business, what they're doing well, what they're doing badly, what they need to improve, what they're missing out on. Are they too expensive? Are they not using social media? Just as much as you can about every aspect of the business. And this will really help you figure out what you need to really focus on. And obviously you have to focus on everything, but it might flag up a really obvious avenue that you could go down. It's also really helpful and necessary to be aware of what else is out there, because you could think, oh, I've got this amazing idea. And then after your research, you think, oh, actually there's loads of people doing it. I definitely need to change it up. I need to bring more. So whatever you find out, good or bad, it's really helpful. And that's where the adaptability comes in. If you find that other people are already doing what you want to do, then you just adapt. You don't think, oh, there's no point doing that anymore. You just think, okay, I need to change this up. I might need to change my branding and my offers and just do something slightly different, and that's fine. So page 8 will be industry research. So I briefly talked about a minute ago about industry and market. So this is the broader industry. So if you're a cafe, it will be the food and drink industry. Or the coffee industry. Like I said, you can overlap industries and markets. I know it's confusing, but just have a think and research. And you can always ask me in the comments if you have any questions about your sort of individual circumstances. For example, the coffee industry, is it growing? Has it peaked? Is it declining? This is really important, because if you're entering a dying industry, that's not the greatest thing. It's not a great start, and it's not going to help you. So just make sure that your industry ideally hasn't peaked yet and still has room for growth. For this research, just Google, find articles, read books, talk to experts in that industry, find out as much as you can, talk to people, read. So for your page 8, which is your industry research, just obviously you'll do all the research, but on the actual page, just pick out some key statistics, key graphs, key quotes about the industry, where it relates to your market, and hopefully it'll be growing, and you can find some statistics that support that. So page 9, trend predictions. Now this one, I decided to whap in myself. I obviously did research before doing a business plan, and I've sent mine to a lot of people to pick things that I've missed out, and then I've added them in, which is why this video series will be the master business plan. But this one is one of mine, and I think it's important because trend prediction is basically working out how people will behave and what they will buy in the future. So are people going to be more eco-friendly or more prone to buying less animal products? So basically just Google trend predictions or lifestyle predictions or consumer predictions for the coming 1 to 2 years, so 2019, 2020, and see what comes up. I imagine it will most likely be more environmentally friendly, so that needs to be a consideration for your business. And just see if anything that flags up that you can incorporate in your business, or if you are already. That's really important, because you know that that's the way the world's going, and so people are more likely to be inclined to shop with you or buy your services. So that is our market section done. I hope that it was helpful, and feel free to ask any questions if you have them, and good luck with those next few pages.